Hi, Andrea Garrison. Listen, girl, this is going to take just a few minutes of your time, and I want it to be on YouTube and just for you. Okay, sweetie, let me explain something to you. You don't know me, and I don't know you, but I have seen your videos, and I have followed with Daryl and the rest of the crew. Regardless of what they said about me, I'm still here. I'm still the same old Denise I've always been. I have not changed just because of a man. No, I've just gone on and started some new beginning things that I'm going to do. So don't worry about what I look like on the outside, okay? Because I know you're going to say something about this old woman. Because I got some years than you, baby. All right, okay, so all right, so let me explain something to you, sweetie. You got on Daryl's platform or you use a domain name. So let me explain something to you, sweetie. I know about those domain names because I used to work and make computers, okay? And I know how to deactivate them and all that kind of stuff. All right, all right. So, watch step. Anyway, you got on there to pretend to be your boyfriend. So I don't know whether you're a woman or a man. You might be gay. All right. Daryl, not sticking up for him, but I'm just telling you facts. Daryl wanted to have a conversation with Danny Boy, which is your man, right? And please do not get up and tell me that I just want your man, because, sweet honey, I done been married. I done have my kids are grown, okay? We have some years. Just like Daryl's been married, had kids, and his kids are grown. They have some years, okay? All right, they got years, all right? My son don't have no kids, so he can't tell me shit. All right. So anyway, I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just going to talk to you like woman to woman because you need a woman to talk to. You battle with a man that you can't win when you're trying to battle with a man, but you don't have nothing to show for. All right. Now, Andrea Garrison, listen to me. The only reason that Daryl um, said anything about you or maybe talked about with you or even dealt with you is because you kept getting on your platform making things about him with on your people. Your people does not know anything about him. Whatever you looked up on a record about him, whatever you thought about him, he's already talked about that, just like I do. Me, I'm an open book, so I talk about my business anyway. So I'll tell it all. I know whatever I did, so you ain't got to go on live tell, oh, Denise said this. No, honey, I'm gonna tell you. All right. If me and Johnny Gill was making groove last night, I'm gonna tell you me and Johnny Gill make groove last night. All right. That's just the way I am. Okay. And I'm a woman of God. I'm just real. Just the way I am. Now, he only saw those things just because you bothered him. Reality, if he got anything that's legalized about you, it is because there's something that are publicly, again, publicly out there, which means it could be publicly access. Let's just say if you was a pedophile, right? That's not disclosed because your landlord needs to know if you're there. The school needs to know if you're a pedophile. They need to know if you're a rapist. They need to know if you can handle finance. Let's say you go on a job and job wants to look up your record and they want to know if you capable of handling financial, right? Because they don't want nobody taking up their money. All right, that's why. There's other things that may be disclosed because they do not want the people to know that unless it's your lawyer or the courts to know that. Now, because there are things that are publicly, like maybe your arrest records, like your child support, those will always be public records, okay? For anybody, me, and anybody else to see. You know why? Because if they're looking for a fugitive, which is you, they're gonna get you. Because where you hide, no matter what color clothes you wear, no matter how much you change your hair, girl, I don't care what you do. They're gonna get you one way or the other. Cause let me explain something. If you claim you working and you filing taxes, you can't change a tax number. And the only time a number gonna be changed is when you die and leave this world. So that's the only you got that number till you leave here, honey. All right, all right. So, let me explain that to you again. Now, if Daryl want to, right? Yes. You file a report as you claim that you filed a report to up to the courts about Daryl. The goal for you was You figure if you get him arrested, he go to jail, get handcuffed. That's free for you. You just like another Karen. I'm a woman, so I can talk that because I'm trying to help you now. It's not gonna be that easy. All right, it will not be that easy. I've dealt with law. Okay. Now let me tell you what they do. All right, because your lawyer didn't tell you. You know, your chief lawyer didn't tell you. Once they send Darren to jail, they don't just go and fingerprint him and tell him to put on a jumpsuit. They don't do that. They take him into an interrogation room. They go in and ask him questions regarding the report that you made. All right. If Daryl happens to pull up anything of you, and they go and if they decide to go investigate, and they want to get the FBI in, they want to get the CIA involved, they want to look up and see if that's any of their stuff is true. Because, you know, he can say anything. They're going to find if your case is open. Honey, they're going to keep that. All right? Okay. Now, that's how that's going to go. Right? Then they're going to look up his and find out if anything, records that they got on him, anything that he's done. Right? So, there you go. They don't just go and just arrest him just because you say it. Then they're going to go to court. You and him going to have to go to court. Whatever the action have taken place in a jurisdiction, which means you said he did something to you, that means he could have done it in Ohio because he couldn't travel, especially during the COVID time. So Daryl didn't do anything to you unless it's been in COVID time, which is in Ohio. That means you have to come to Ohio to be able to go to court and get things done. Daryl cannot go to New Jersey or New York or wherever you at because the crime didn't start there because he was not there. Right? Okay. Now, if you have outstanding warrants or anything within Ohio, as he's saying, they're going to look you up. And yes, they're going to prosecute you. And you're going to have to be a woman and stand for your rights. All right, Miss Andrea Garrison? So I'm telling you that from a woman to woman, not to stick up for Daryl, not to stick up for anybody else, regardless of what they say about me. I'm telling you how facts go, okay? So the other thing is the judge is going to ask you, or the prosecutor lawyer. Now, first of all, if you have a lawyer and your lawyer is a prosecutor and Daryl's lawyer is a defendant, they can rack shack you. Because if he get a lawyer and the lawyer looks up all this evidence and all the things that is about you, and then his lawyer, let's say I was his lawyer, and I say, well, you said that this man's interrogating you. You said this man is doing things to you. Why are you making videos about him? Right? Because if anything, the judge would have told you if you went to court, or the police officer would have said, stay away from him, don't have no contact with him, not on Facebook, not on Twitter, not on MySpace or anything. That means if somebody do something to you, Andrea, you don't have no contact with them. You don't talk to them about nothing, right? Now, if he have any articles of that, right? We call them articles that you have download, Facebook, email, anything that there was a conversation between you and him, or say you and Marcellus, or anything concerning Daryl or whatever, anybody, they're going to use that as evidence, right? Yes, they're going to use that, and they can use that as evidence, sweetie. Yes. Okay. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand this. You said, again, you even said in your post after Daryl made his video last night, I'm going to paraphrase it because there may be kids that listen. You thinking that Daryl just obsessed with you, sweetie. That man is my age. He's not obsessed with you. All right? That man is not obsessed with you. All right? I just want you to know that. He's not obsessed with you. If he really want a woman, he'll get a woman. The Bible said when a man finds a wife, he finds what? A good thing. A woman don't go around trying to hurt a man. All right? All right. So I love you. And stop that. Okay? All right.